Hey guys, welcome to the Basics of Essential Oils class. Pardon my environment here. I was going to try to do this class live, but what I'm going to do is set it up as a watch party. So I will be on live watching with you guys tomorrow. But I'm recording this the night before, just due to all of the quarantining and everything. I'm having a tough time finding an hour of predictable quiet time so that I can discuss this with you guys. Hopefully, this will be my hour of predictable quiet time, but we'll see. Anyway, like I said, I'll put this as a watch party, and we'll do Q&A after on the live in the group that you're watching right now. Not that I'm recording right now. So anyway, I want to teach you guys the basics about using essential oils. So let me get the PowerPoint ready so I can share that with you. And we will get it going. All right, so essential oils made easy. There's a lot of information out there about essential oils and a lot of differing opinions and everything. So I encourage you always to do your own research. Trust your gut. Look for your own knowledge. Look for your own answers. Asking people is certainly something you can do, but I also want you to make sure that you know the resources that are out there. And it's just very important to always look for yourself and not just take someone's answer as fact. So it's great to learn from others that have done this before or have been using oils for a while, but I also want to make sure that I'm teaching people to look for answers themselves as well. There's a lot of great resources out there. So make sure you're looking for those when you're looking for answers. The goal of this class is to empower you. I want to tell you 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to get your oils, and then how to get oils into your home. So the 3 cool things about oils. Oils are safe. They're 100% natural and safe. No side effects, no addictions from them other than you'll want to use them a lot, but it's not because there's a physiological addiction forming. Now, I want to also point out that any oils I speak of from now into the future and in past, if you look at past videos or comments of mine, I am speaking only about doTERRA oils. They are farmed differently. They are made differently. They are tested differently than other oils on the market. So just because we talk about one oil in particular today doesn't mean that you can go to your grocery store and buy it. Please don't do that. Walmart, even Whole Foods, they're just not the same. So they're not the same quality. They haven't been tested. They're not as pure. There are certainly other oils out there, but this is the company I know about. These are the oils I'm speaking of. So I want that to be clear for everybody that I don't want you to just turn around and go, even on Amazon, even if you're buying doTERRA on Amazon, please don't do that because what's in the bottle is not guaranteed to be doTERRA oils. The oils are made from the extracts of plants. The citrus oils are made from cold pressing the rinds. So like when you're zesting like a lemon or an orange, you're getting the oils out of that rind. So that's why you can smell it. It's so aromatic when you're doing the rind. Adds a lot of flavor. The doTERRA has come up with a certification process because in looking at the global market that they were working with farmers globally, organic means something different in every country. Organic also costs a lot of money, and these farmers would each have to be certified organic in their market in order for us to say that our oils are organic. So what doTERRA did was just to across the board make sure that their quality was equal with every batch. That 6 months from now, if you're buying the lavender now, and 6 months from now, you're going to get the same therapeutic benefits from it because they batch test all of their oils. They go through their own testing and they also have third-party testing. They go through 8 different kinds of testing out there. So they really want to make sure that you're getting the benefits from them. They don't want to just sell you a bottle of something that smells right. They want it to work great. So one oil that I think is awesome is peppermint. It has so many different uses. So you'll notice when you look in the resources, we'll talk about this on the next slide. When you look at the resources, it'll tell you often how to use the oil. Sometimes it'll tell you specifically how to use it for whatever you're looking for. So if you want to energize your body, it might tell you with peppermint that you can inhale it. So if you'll see the circle on the slide, it says it has an eye. That's inhaling it. So a lot of times it's great to have peppermint on hand in the car. I love it for road trips if we ever get to take one again. Um, put it in your hand and rub it together, and you just inhale, and it just gives this cooling sensation, and it just is very energizing and alerting. And speaking of cooling, it's great if your body temperature is running a little high for whatever reason. I have used it at a football game in the middle of September, and it was just blazing hot. We were up in the sun getting feet on, and I had peppermint in my purse. And so all of us that were together just put a little bit at the base of our neck, and it's just instant cooling. Now, it didn't stay because it was still, the sun was heating us, but it gave us some instant relief. So that was awesome. I've also used it when my children are running a little bit high temperature, just to kind of cool that body down, just to bring it down a little bit. It also is very helpful with head tension. Now, peppermint is very invigorating, as you'll notice if you ever inhaled it. It'll really get the nose hairs going. So if you're using it for head tension, a lot of times we want to put stuff right by our temples, which is right by our eyes. So you want to be careful how close you have it. You want to take maybe a carrier oil, like doTERRA has fractionated coconut oil that I often use. You can also, depending on how you're using it, you can also use regular coconut oil that you cook with. It'll melt right in your hand. It melts around 76 degrees. So as soon as you put it in your hand, it'll start melting. And you don't need very much. It's just to make sure that you're not getting the intensity right in your eyes. So you can put it right on your temples. You can put it at the base of your neck, wherever you're feeling that tension. Sometimes it's right up here at the front, but it's great for that too. And then it promotes clear breathing. It's also in our respiratory blend as well. Like I said, it's alerting to those nose hairs, but it can also help with your lungs as well, just to kind of help promote respiratory health. Another cool thing about essential oils is that they're effective. They're a lot of times more effective than modern approaches to health problems. People have been using plants and herbs and oils for years and years. They have unique properties. And again, doTERRA makes sure that you get the properties that are supposed to come with those oils. A lot of times there's additives in other brands. They put other things in there to mask what they're actually selling, and it won't give you those properties of what you need to help support your body. Essential oils can also permeate the cell membrane, so they're very, very powerful and can get right to the cause of the problem sometimes. It's just amazing. On Guard is a wonderful blend to talk about with this. That's our immunity blend. It really helps support the immune system. It promotes healthy immune function. It's great for soothing a sore throat, though I mix it up in a spray, and I can post the recipe for that. I use the children's fish oil. It's got a wild orange flavor to it. So I put On Guard in that. And so you've got the orange and you've got the oil. So you've got a carrier oil to help soothe the throat. On Guard can be a hot oil. It's got a couple of hot oils in it. So I don't recommend putting it straight into the throat. Some people love it that way, but it soothes right away. And it's wonderful. So I keep that spray in the fridge, and it's cooling, temperature wise, and then it's warming because of the warm oils. Much better than what I grew up on, spraying a sore throat. So it's also great for cleansing. We have a whole line of On Guard products, the cleaner concentrate, the hand sanitizing mist, we've got mouthwash, all kinds of things. So it's a great effective line. And then another thing is that essential oils are affordable. They really are. A lot of times people look at the ticket price right away and, oh my goodness. But each 15 milliliter bottle has 250 drops of oil. A lot of times people overuse oils. They do things a little more potently than they need to when they first get started. So I always say you can add more, especially when you're making like a roller bottle, um, to make things a little bit easier application topically. It's a lot more economical if you just start less. And if you're not noticing the effects you feel like, or you feel like you need it more intense, add a couple more drops. But you don't have to start out by using a ton. So they can be super affordable. You cut down on all of the payments with medications you may not need, a doctor's appointment you may not need, a lot of things you can take care of at home. Certainly seek out medical care um, if it's something serious, or if it's something that you feel you have questions that you need to ask your physician. But a lot of times we end up turning to, especially first time moms, all the little things we end up calling the doctor for. And a lot of times the nurse will say, doesn't sound like much, just do this. Sometimes they'll recommend you go in, but a lot of times we're calling and getting ourselves all in a tizzy. And I sure wish I had these when my oldest was super little. Would have helped out a lot. Um, so one of the oils that I want to talk about in this section is lavender. And lavender is amazing for so many different things. We think of it as good for sleep, um, and it is. It's a very calming, restful oil, but it's also great for the skin. I keep a roller bottle of it diluted in our kitchen for any mommy mishaps with the oven mitts, or a pan. I forget that it's cast iron and I grab the handle. Things like that. I like to have it on hand for that. It's very soothing for the skin. It's also antihistamine, has antihistamine properties to it too. So if anybody runs in with a bug bite or anything like that, we can just put that right on, and it helps take the itching and the swelling away right away. It just really heals the skin. So that's a great oil and very, very affordable. So there's 3 ways to use the doTERRA essential oils. Like I mentioned on the other page, it had the circles. So you'll see here, aromatically, I love using diffusers in the house. I have them all over. I think I have one in just about every room. It's been years of accumulating, but every time there's a new diffuser with doTERRA, I end up somehow making sure we get one. Anyway, the one that's on the picture is the Lumo, and I love that one. It's great. It's in our bedroom. But diffusers are great. You can also, like I said, put some oil in your hand and inhale just on the run, or if you just need to do that real quick, just for yourself. Or you can also just take the bottle like she's doing in the picture and inhale straight from the bottle. It's great for emotions. It's great for cleansing the air. And it's awesome if you've got any respiratory stuff going on. I also love it because if you're a little cranky, a lot of times that rolls down to the other family members and they become cranky, especially now when we're all cooped up in the same household together and nobody gets a break from each other. Great to diffuse the oils. Makes the house smell good, but it also can help positively affect everyone's mood. And they don't have to be on board with it. They don't have to put anything on or feel like they need a mood change. Just do it and watch what happens. It's amazing. So another way you can use the oils is topically. You can put it right on the location. So if your knee is having some trouble and you want to grab some deep blue, I usually put some carrier oil on and then put it on right on the spot that it's hurting. You can also look at the reflexology points. A lot of the reference books, and then of course Google has those. There's a lot of points on the feet that you can use and to apply oils to affect other places in the body. I got started with doTERRA several years ago when my son was having some digestive issues, and I ran into a friend who was selling them, and she talked me through a couple of different things that we could do, and it was amazing. Digest Then was the blend that got me started. I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to that, but just making up a roller bottle and empowering my 5-year-old to help himself out was amazing. So topically is wonderful. Internally, you can take in veggie caps. Some people like to put drops directly in their water, and you can also put them under your tongue. We also have beadlets. So it's just about a quarter of a drop encapsulated, and it'll dissolve in your mouth, or you can swallow it. And we have that for the On Guard and peppermint. So I keep the peppermint in my purse and just use that as a breath mint now. I don't carry any mints around or anything. I'll just pop a beadlet, a peppermint beadlet in it, and it takes care of things right away. So let me go over a few of the most popular oils that we have. Lemon is an amazing oil. So you can use it aromatically, topically, or internally. It's great for cleaning the body and then cleaning the home. So I like to put a couple of drops in my glass cleaner. I use the On Guard concentrate, and I'll put a couple of drops of lemon in there. It's great to remove anything sticky, like if you buy a picture frame and you have a price tag right in the middle of the glass. Take it off, put a couple of drops of lemon on there, rub it in, and it comes right off. It's amazing. Band-aids on the skin, things like that. You want to watch out with the citrus oils though, because they are photosensitive. So if you're putting it on your skin, you want to be aware of it being covered in the sun, or if it's not going to be covered in the sun, you need to make sure you cover it in the sun, or don't use that particular citrus oil before you go out in the sun. You want to wait about 12 hours. So citrus oils are great during the day. I usually diffuse them and just make sure you're not using them, like I said, before your skin is going to be exposed in the sun. Frankincense. This is another one you can use aromatically, topically, or internally. It's a very calming oil. It's a great this time, during this time, because of all the anxious feelings that come up. So it's great to just kind of bring things down to a grounding level. It's great for the skin. It has anti-aging properties, and it really helps the cells perform optimally. So it's great for any neurological support that you may need. It's great for that head tension, the intense kind where you can't be in the lights. It's great for those kind of things. So it's a really powerful one. If there's something big going on, frankincense usually is involved in helping. Okay, digestin is the one that got me started. So it can be used aromatically, topically, or internally. I don't use it aromatically. I don't really, I can't picture myself putting it in a diffuser, but it would be great for any kind of nausea if you needed to inhale it that way. It's great for anything digestive. If it's going up and shouldn't be, going down too quickly, if it's not going down, basically what it does is just the oils help bring the body back into homeostasis and back into doing what it should do. It supports the body to do what it should do. So don't think of it as, oh, if something's coming up and shouldn't be is the only time I can take it. It's not for going down. So it's not going to be like an over-the-counter remedy. It's something that just basically helps support your digestive system. And then another thing that's wonderful about digestin is it's great for opening up your sinuses. So if you just take some, if you've got some sinus pressure here, I know a lot of people are dealing with seasonal stuff right now. Put some right here. If your ears are starting to feel some pressure from congestion, you can also put some around the back side of your ears. I'll warn you, you will smell like black licorice, which is not appealing to me. But this is the oil that got me started, and I very quickly learned that it worked, and I totally got over the whole smell thing. And you know what? You're quarantined with your family right now anyway, so who cares if you smell like black licorice? It's not like you're going out. So, but if it helps, it helps. And really, when you're using it with your sinuses, you're probably not out and about on the town or going to work or anything anyway. If you're that blocked up that you're wanting to use it for it, you're probably not out and about anyway on a normal day. But anyway, so what I did was, at the time, we didn't have the Touch line of oils. So I made up a roller bottle for my son, stuck it by his toothbrush, and we made sure that way that we would get it in twice a day. And he was in kindergarten, so he was very excited about writing letters and stuff. So he would just take his roller bottle and he'd roll it around his belly button. Sometimes he'd make shapes, sometimes he'd try to write letters, but just rolling it around a few times, twice a day. And it helped his body work things out. And it helped his colon learn what to do and what to do appropriately. And it was amazing. We were no longer tied to any white chalky substances twice a day that we shouldn't have been on in the first place. So um, anyway, we just use it for maintenance now. We don't use it all the time, and it was amazing how quickly like I said, it helped his body figure out what it was supposed to do. Okay, Deep Blue is a wonderful blend. It's the soothing blend, and you want to use that either aromatically. And again, I haven't used it aromatically. I'm not sure. I guess with the head tension, maybe that would be a good circumstance to use it aromatically. But definitely use it topically, and you do get aromatic benefits from it because it's a strong smelling one. Um, it's great for any muscle aches and pains that you may have, joints. It's great for that too. It's great layering frankincense on top of it. So when I talk about layering, you put on one oil and then you wait about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. Just rub it in. Um, don't have to wait too long. And then you put the other oil on top of it. I always use a carrier oil, and you want to just be careful when you're using topically that your skin is not sensitive to a specific oil or blend. Like I mentioned, like with On Guard in the throat, it's got hot oils in it, so I wouldn't put it directly in my throat. So similarly, with a lot of the oils, I wouldn't put them directly on my skin. I always like to use a carrier oil. Um, Even with something as soothing as lavender, I typically will use a carrier oil. Now, that's not to say if I'm doing an inhaling, I won't necessarily use a carrier oil. It's going to be on my palms, and then if I need to, if it's an oil that I need to wash off, I want to be sure that I'm going to soap it up first because water will intensify the oil. So you don't ever want to rinse it off with water. If you've gotten too much on you or you didn't dilute it and you realize that you should have, grab a carrier oil like jojoba oil. If you don't have the coconut oil, you can even use olive oil. I wouldn't use it on your face, and just know that it's going to clog things. But if you don't have anything and you need a remedy that you've used too much of something, grab something like that. Avocado oil, grapeseed oil, any of those kind of oils can help dilute the essential oil if you've gotten too much on your skin. You just have to be careful with some of these oils, like Deep Blue. You don't want to do anything like go to the bathroom afterwards without trying to rinse it off first. You'll learn the hard way. It's a little tingly. Another thing you can do if you do end up with too much and it's just too tingly is milk can often help. So just a little odd thing, but I've learned from having a hot sauce company and cutting peppers, helping out in the kitchen. They're a little bit spicy on the hands. So if soap with a little water rinse doesn't work, or a carrier oil, if you're using the essential oils and you're okay with them going into your skin, using carrier oil, or if worse comes to worse, you can try milk. So Breathe is a respiratory blend. I think I mentioned that when I was talking about peppermint. It helps support the lungs and the sinuses and promote clear breathing, day or night. I know a lot of people sleep with it in their diffusers at night. I've heard that it can help with snoring. It did not help us with snoring. We now have a CPAP on the other side of the bed from me, and that works marvelously. So I know that snoring is a big issue. Sometimes oils can help. Sometimes you need more. It just depends on what the cause is and what the body's strategy is to get better breathing. If it's not a serious issue like sleep apnea, like it was for us. But Breathe is great, especially during the winter months when a lot of respiratory stuff is going around. It's great to just put on as an alerting oil for the respiratory system, just to help support healthy lungs. And then Wild Orange is a wonderful one. You can use it aromatically, topically, or internally. Energizing. Any of the citrus oils are going to have that uplifting, energizing feel. So if the mood's a little down, look for one of your citrus oils. Lemon and wild orange are two of the most affordable ones, but it's wonderful for uplifting mood. Also great, a lot of the citrus oils to use in cleansing too. So if you're looking for a room spray that you want to make, or cleaner that you want to make to just have a great smell. They're great to add. They're cleansing, but then they're also uplifting. So can't hurt to do that while you're cleaning, right? Okay, now the oils are cool, but these are even cooler. So want to feel awesome. So this is the number one selling product from doTERRA. It has a 30-day money back guarantee. Just let the company know that you're not satisfied and they'll take care of the rest for you to help you out. I haven't had anybody return them. I've had amazing success with people when I've recommended it. And what doTERRA talks about is this is the foundation of your wellness. So taking sometimes those over-the-counter multivitamins, I've heard this said before and outside of doTERRA, but basically you a lot of times end up with expensive pee. There's just excessive amounts of certain things and your body can't absorb because it's not presented in the right format. It's not what they call bioavailable. So you end up just excreting it and you're paying all this money for something that you think is wonderful for your body and feeding your body and your mind, and it's just not. So there are 3 products in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. They also have a daily, I think it's Daily Vitality Pack. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's just the bottom 2. Some people like to add the CRS in, which is just amazing for the mind and the cells. So the EO Omega is the omega, the fatty acids, and it also has essential oils in it. And then you've got the Microplex VMD, which is the whole food multivitamin, and it's got your minerals in it as well. And then the Alpha CRX is the antioxidant cellular energy. A lot of people start on these and they start noticing a difference, and then they notice a difference that their oils just exponentially increase their functionality and it's just amazing to watch. Now, I'm one of the people that we might start when you learn about this product and you start taking it and you start asking questions about it. You might learn that a lot of people say they didn't necessarily notice a difference right away, but when they ran out, then they noticed a difference. That's me. I was already taking some fairly quality vitamins, and when I switched over, I didn't notice a huge difference. But I do notice when I am running low, which I don't do very often anymore. But I do have several people in the house on them, so sometimes it tends to sneak up on me. But I do notice that I don't have as much energy. My brain function is a little bit foggier. So it's a great baseline to just establish that wellness, and then the oils just add on top of that, icing on the cake in a healthy way. So if you're interested in looking at making changes with your health and wellness and looking into using doTERRA oils, I recommend this. Look at your top health concerns. What are you most wanting to change? What are you most wanting to affect? And just really think about this and what are those top 3, and start with that. And if you end up signing up with me for an account or you're on my team, we can go over this and talk about what will make the most bang for your buck and what will get you started on the right foot to make the difference for you, and how to easily implement it too. So there's 3 ways that you can get doTERRA oils. You can order a retail, which is the most expensive way. You can also get them retail if you've seen them on the shelves. Some doctors' offices, chiropractors, nutritionists have some on the shelves, but they are usually really expensive. So I don't recommend anybody pay retail. I just don't. I think if you're interested in trying one product, you're going to probably dip your toe in and want more. So I usually recommend people start with a wholesale membership. It's kind of like a Costco or a Sam's membership. You pay an annual fee. You end up getting benefits. So every year when you renew, you get a bottle of peppermint, which, like I said before, is very versatile and I use it all the time. It's a great one to have. You also get 25% off below retail price. And there's no requirements whatsoever. You can order just your membership and your one-time order, and then you want to order next year, go ahead and order next year. It's fine. Get the same benefits. No big deal. Now, there's also the wholesale with points for free products. So you get the 25% off, and then you can also have what's called loyalty rewards program. And basically what that is, it's kind of like airline miles, so, or hotel points. So you're earning points where you can get more product. That's the best way to do it. But if you don't feel like that's right for you, I highly recommend number 2. So here are some of the kits that we have that if you enroll with one of these kits, you don't have to pay any enrollment fee. It rolls into the price of the kit. So this is the Healthy Start Kit. This is a great one. Offers the Brevi diffuser, and then it offers our 10 most popular oils. But they're all the 5 milliliter size. So it's kind of, you're not too sure if you want to get started with them. You're not too sure if you can incorporate them. So you just want the smaller ones. But it's not the next slide, so I'll go to the next one, but there's another kit with bigger oils in it. So this is the Healthy Habits Kit. So this gets you started with a couple of different oils, some really good blends and really good oils. It gets you started with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it gets you started with a couple of nutritional digestive supports, the digestive enzymes called Terrazyme, and the PB Assist, which is the probiotic. It's got a prebiotic and a probiotic. So it's this cool little green capsule. But basically what it is that it's encapsulated so that it gets down to the gut and the good stuff goes all the way down. Nothing gets to it before it gets to the right spot. A lot of times what you find with probiotics is the numbers are so high because most of it gets taken up before it gets to the gut. So it also has one of my favorite blends, Balance. It's the grounding blend, and I love, love, love it. So Balance is one of my favorites. It has been since I started. Well, since I first got my hands on it. I didn't start with it. So it has your lavender, it has frankincense, lemon, On Guard, and Balance. Fabulous oils to start with. Okay, this is the one that is going to be 3 times the amount of the other one, because these are the 15 milliliter bottles with the exception of Deep Blue. And I love that they did this. So this kit has Adaptive and Copaiba, or Copaiba if you're in Brazil. Those are amazing, amazing products. So the Adaptive blend is a new one that they have, and it is, you have to try it. I can't describe it. It's calming. It's grounding. It's an amazing mood. I've been diffusing it a lot during the quarantine. It's great, and I love adding one of the citrus oils to it to just give that a little bit more of an uplifting citrus smell to it. It's great, but it's amazing by itself. You get the lavender, lemon, Balance, peppermint breathe, digestin, On Guard, Deep Blue, and then Copaiba is wonderful. I've posted before about some videos about CBD versus Copaiba. If you need those links again, let me know. You can also do a search on it. There have been a couple of presentations by a couple of the executives at doTERRA, and just the different pathways that it goes about. There's not any of the hallucinogenic properties like you can find a lot of times with CBD. So Copaiba is a great one. We also have some soft gels with Copaiba, which are amazing too. Then there's the Healthy Home Kit. So this is getting you started with a lot of the everyday products. So there's a few of the On Guard products that I mentioned before. The On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, the mouthwash, I'm sorry, not the mouthwash. We do have a mouthwash. It's not in this one. The foaming hand wash, the sanitizing spray, and then the toothpaste. You get the Brevi diffuser, you get all of those oils, and you get the shampoo and conditioner, which I love. Then there's the Natural Solutions Kit. So if you're really wanting to make a lifestyle change, this one has a bunch of amazing products. The Breathe stick that's down in the bottom left is wonderful. You put it right on your chest if you're having some congestion. It's amazing. I love that one. Correctex, it's wonderful. If there's any cuts or scrapes or any kind of skin irritation, it's got amazing healing oils in it. Just some really powerful ones. You also, on the bottom right, you get the fractionated coconut oil, so you can make your own roller bottles and dilute them right there. There's the mouthwash right in the middle. So the On Guard mouthwash comes with the vitamins, comes with an awesome little storage box for your oils to get you started. So this one's an amazing kit. If you really, all in and you really want to make some changes, this is the way to go. It's an amazing kit. Then there's also the Simple Solutions kit. So it starts you with the Deep Blue Rub, which is great if you have aches and pains or you exercise a lot. You've got a partner that has, oh, I've got low back pain. Oh, I've got this. Oh, I've got that. Deep Blue Rub. It's amazing. Then you've got the lemon, the On Guard, and then our Serenity blend, which is the restful blend, which is great to put on in the diffuser at night. It's wonderful. So you can also, with this one, well, with any of them, you can customize the packages to suit your needs. So you can add on the kids' oils. There's a whole kids collection, digestive products. If you want to work on sleep and stress, if you want to work on mood and emotion, pain, discomfort. So all kinds of different things that you can add on to really customize the kit to work on those three top health concerns that you have. So this month, we still have the Precious Florals available. It's the Mother's Day kit that they have. I don't know what the cutoff date is going to be. A lot of times these things sell out. So cutoff dates kind of are null and void at that point. So as long as this is available, this has 5 florals in it, and 4 of them I have smelled before. I have not smelled the Blue Lotus before, but the other ones are amazing. So they come, I think it's 4 milliliter bottles, roller bottles, already ready to go. So they're ready to use as a perfume, as a mood enhancer. They're great. But I've heard the Blue Lotus is amazing. And then every month they have either 10 or 15% off of 1 or 2 products. They have 2 this month. And then once you get started and you're ordering, they also have a product of the month once you're on that track. But the Melissa is, it's amazing oil for so many different things. But I've heard so many people say it's so powerful emotionally and mood for them for some very, very intense issues that they've had. It's really, really helped them. Just inhaling it. Some people put it a drop on the roof of their mouth. They'll put it on their tongue or on their thumb and then put it on the roof of their mouth, and it just gets right to the problems. And then Yarrow Palm. So this Yarrow Palm line that we have is wonderful. This is the Cellular Beauty Complex. So as you can see, it comes in little capsules, and it's great to just affect the body from the inside out. Yarrow Palm, the blends that we have are great for the skin on the external, and this one is just amazing for internal. So there are 3 types of people. If you just want to live the wellness lifestyle, enjoy your products, just use them yourself, that's awesome. I will help support you if that is where you're at. If you want to share your products, like you just get your hands on them and like, oh, I can think of this person needs this, and this person should try this, and this person should try that. That's awesome. I can show you how to get your products paid for. So your order every month is paid for because you're sharing it with other people and just sharing the love, and hopefully everybody's benefiting from just overall wellness. And then if you feel like you just really want something else, you're tired of the corporate game, you're tired of quarantine, you need something to get away from your kids for a little bit and have some adult time. You're a helping person, and maybe your 9 to 5 is making you feel a little bit drained. You can work towards building a business and make an impact with a lot of people. So I can help you do that as well. We have a lot of different supports on our team, and just through me and all the resources that we can help you with. So If you're watching this right now, you can text me. Even if you're watching this later after the watch party, just send me a text and let me know where you're at. If you're interested in any of those 3 stages, just let me know. If you're ready to jump on board and start using the products, let me know where you're at. My number is 949-226-2461. So just text me and let me know, hey, I want to get started. This is what I want to work on. And we'll start chatting and work through it and get what's best for you and what'll help you. I am so thankful that you joined us today. I hope this came across okay. I know I'm kind of hiding from my family and any possible noise that might come in. So hopefully the information came across clear. If not, in that text, let me know, and we can chat and just more geared more towards what your concerns are and what you need. So I hope that this was informative for you and that this helps you get started just kind of seeing a different path or extending the path you already knew you wanted to go down. So if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. You can text them to me or message me here in the group or on Facebook. Shoot me an email, whatever contact information you have for me, just let me know. All right. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something from this, and I hope I didn't have too many ums, and we'll just go from there. All right. Thank you so much.